Thanks for watching SLCtv, Salt Lake City's government access channel. May is National Bike Month, and there's a series of events happening right here in Salt Lake City. To learn more, visit slc.gov/transportation. On this week's episode of Capital City News, we get the 411 on open spaces and trails in Salt Lake City. Our History Minute this week is about Utah's legendary sporting events. Let's get started with our legislative update and look back. At its April 23rd meeting, the City Council, acting as the Redevelopment Agency Board of Salt Lake City, approved a $37 million budget amendment to fund several projects, including Station Center, mixed income housing, and more. The RDA Board also approved a $7 million loan to construct Union Station Hotel. The City Council appropriated nearly $6.5 million from 4 federal grants to support funding for local nonprofit agencies. The Council also approved the use of city funds to expand Green Bike bike share program. To learn more, visit slc.gov/council.
As temperatures warm and the snow begins to melt, Salt Lake City residents and visitors should be aware of the dangers posed by our spring runoff. Here's some tips to keep you and your family members safe. First, stay away from the edges of rivers and stream banks, as they can become unstable with the high, fast-moving waters. As you're enjoying the outdoors with your furry family members, remember to keep them on a leash. Should they fall in, do not go in after them, as cold water temperatures and strong undercurrents leave you at risk. And most important, have a candid conversation with your children about the dangers and risks associated with our spring runoff. Ensure they understand how to keep themselves safe.
Salt Lake City's Fix the Bricks program receives the 2019 Western States Seismic Policy Council's overall award for excellence in mitigation efforts. The city's Fix the Bricks program is a life safety program focused on mitigating the collapse risk of unreinforced masonry buildings in the event of a major earthquake. To learn more about seismic improvements and to be better prepared, visit slc.gov/em. Salt Lake City's Parks and Public Lands manages over 1,600 acres of land around the city, including 70 miles of paved and unpaved trails. There are many opportunities to get out and experience the great outdoors. Kendal Scott with the city's Parks and Public Lands Division shares details.
Green spaces and natural spaces are great for mental health, physical health. They're great for social health. Salt Lake City Trails and Natural Lands manages spaces across the city, such as the Jordan River Parkway Trail, parts of the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, as well as natural lands like this wetland that we're in today, different public lands that are managed a little bit differently than parks. So we try to get people out into the trails and natural lands, involved in the space and learning about the space and enjoying it. Today we're doing a bio blitz as part of the City Nature Challenge using an app called iNaturalist. Well, Salt Lake City Trails and Natural Lands offers tons of free programming for all ages and whatever your interest is. So I would go to our website on our education and recreation page. We have things like fishing events coming up. We have community science events similar to this one twice a month. We have family nature night events. We have we have a new hiking club. There's tons of opportunities to get out and do things with our program specifically. You can also, on the website, find great resources for just locating trails and parks. There's some stuff coming this summer that's, I think, will be especially helpful for that. That'll be up on our website. I love living here. It's great.
Next up is our History Minute.
Some call it the day March went mad, and others still call it the day modern basketball as we know it was born. What few know is that it happened right here in Salt Lake City. The date was March 26, 1979, and all eyes were on the Michigan State Spartans and the Indiana State Sycamores. They faced off on the court at the University of Utah in what is now known as the John M. Huntsman Center. The breakout stars from each of these teams, none other than Irvin Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. This matchup became the most watched basketball game in history. It's estimated that 1 in 4 television sets in the country had their dials set to this rivalry play out right here in the Wasatch Mountains. Though the game turned into an unimpressive blowout, the attention it received launched basketball into the stratosphere. March Madness became the phenomenon it is today, and Magic Johnson and Larry Bird launched the NBA into the juggernaut it is now. That wasn't the end for basketball fever in Utah, though. Later that same year, the Jazz would start their first season in Utah, and basketball in Salt Lake City would never be the same again.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for watching another episode of Capital City News. Join us next time to stay up to date on all the latest. I'm Poonam Kumar, signing off from Miller Park.